Okay, so welcome students. Now today is our new practical Chinese reader, book 1, conversational Chinese for Chinese beginners like you. Okay, now 今天是我们的第一课. Today is our lesson 1. Okay, our first lesson, so just take it easy and let's explore the fashion and attraction of our Chinese language. Okay, so I'm not sure what kind of books you're getting, but for me, every conversation on this book would be the same. So no matter whether you're with the newest edition or maybe older edition, it doesn't matter. Okay. 好，现在让我们看第一课. So let's see our first lesson and the first conversation. 问候 greetings. Okay. 请看第一句. Please see the first sentence. 跟我读。再来一遍。One more time. 立波，你好。Okay, so this is a very common way to say hello in Chinese, okay? So now let's see the name, okay, 立波. In fact, 立波 is just the given name, okay? So in Chinese, we put surname at the front and then followed by our given name, which is the opposite in English, okay? In English, you put your given name first and family name followed by that, but in Chinese, we do the opposite because more people are paying attention to, you know, the people who are surrounding us, so it is a cultural difference. And another is to be friendly and maybe in a casual situation, you want to be friendly, so you will not call them the full name, okay? You will just say 立波, okay? 立波 is his given name, so we just call the given name, like you call someone Lily, you call someone John, Johnny, yeah, something like that. And another is for English names. It is also very commonly used for young people, apart from our Chinese names, because sometimes we want to call their nicknames, or sometimes we want to be more fashionable. We will just ask what their English name is. Okay, so if you can't remember their Chinese names, especially for foreign students, you can just ask for their English names and they will be happy to answer you. Even if for some older people, if they're working with foreigners or in a foreign company, they will be able to, you know, accept you call them English names. Okay, yeah, and another is 你好, okay. 你 you 好 great, okay, so 你好 would be you, great, but for translation we will just say hello or like how are you doing. But nowadays, because more young people are going out of China for, you know, overseas study, and also at the same time more people are coming to China for either Chinese study or business. So it is very common for people here, our Chinese speakers, to switch to English. Therefore, 你好 is less commonly used at the moment. We can just say hi or hello, especially to your friends. Okay, maybe in a formal situation, we will just say 你好. But for, you know, meeting friends or if you're hanging out with someone, you can just say hi and followed by their English name. Okay? 好，我们再来一遍. Let's say it one more time. 立波，你好。继续 Let's move on. 跟我读 Say it with me. 你好，陆羽平 Okay, 你好 again would be hello, 你好, okay? And 陆羽平 full name, okay, full name. So, 陆羽平, let's see this name. So, as I said, we put surname at the front, followed by our given name. So, the surname, 陆. First name, 羽平, okay? Now, for writing in Chinese, okay, so in English you have space. You have spaces between words, but in Chinese we don't do that, okay? So we put everything together because we're Chinese people, okay? So if you're not using, comma, semicolon, you're not using full stop, then you put everything together. Of course, you can always use your space, but for standard typing or writing, without any spaces. 好，我们继续。So the full conversation is just, two sentences. 我们再来一遍。Let's say it one more time. 立波，你好。你好，陆羽平。该你了。Your turn. 我们来看第二段对话。Let's see the second conversation. 跟我读 ，say it with me. 琳娜，你好吗 ？Okay, so 琳娜, it is not a given name because 琳, okay, the first character is a surname in our Chinese. Okay, and here. Comes our first grammar point is ma, okay? So this character is a morpheme for our yes or no questions. So let me first explain what yes or no question is. So for any question, like do you, can you, are you, am I? So these questions can be answered by using either yes or no. So for these questions, we will call them yes or no questions. And the morpheme would be something that you add, something that you can add or attach to another word. Okay, so ma is a morpheme for our yes or no questions. And if you have one affirmative sentence, then you add ma at the end, then you can get the yes/no questions. Okay, so this is a very, a very easy point of our Chinese, because for English, if you're asking yes or no questions like can you, do you, then you have put the verb at the front, followed by the subject, and then the rest of the sentence. Okay, like can you do it, right? So you have to switch the order, and then you have to make sure, the question is, is of the questioning structure. But in Chinese, it is very easy. If you want to change an affirmative sentence into yes or no question, okay, you can just add ma at the end. So we never change the order. Okay, so this is one big difference between Chinese and English. So for Chinese, question and declarative sentence, the structure and the order remains the same. So it is very easy. Like here, 你好吗? Okay, we just learned 你好 would be you great. Okay, 你好吗? Okay. Well, for direct translation, you can say, are you good or are you great? But here would be like, how are you doing? Or like, how are you? Okay, so 你好吗? This is our first question.